Hi Copites, welcome back to Reality versus Clickbait. So this is a topic we need to talk about because there's a lot of clickbait. I'm going to say clickbait because you're not supposed to swear in the first 30 seconds of a YouTube video. So there's a lot of clickbait out there at the minute, but this one really annoyed me and I want to touch on this for you. So it's to do with an article from Football 365. As we know, Football 365 is very, very poor, right? This is why it's on Reality versus Clickbait. The headline says, Xabi Alonso wants 5 Liverpool players out in the summer if he's to replace Arne Slot. Now, we're talking about Konate, Gakpo, Cody Gakpo, Ryan Gravenberch and Mohamed Salah. So let's take a look and I'll talk you through my opinions as we read along. So, the claim is this: Xabi Alonso requests 5 Liverpool players to be sold if he replaces Arne Slot. And the 5 names being pushed are Ibrahim Konate, Ryan Gravenberch, Cody Gakpo, Alexis McAllister and Mohamed Salah. Now, 2 out of 3 of them I think will go in the summer either way. I think Konate will end up at Real Madrid and I think Salah will end up in Saudi. Now, straight away, let me tell you what this video is and what it isn't. This is not me saying Alonso wants them out. This is not me saying Liverpool are doing this. This is a Reality versus Clickbait video because you track where the stories come from and it falls apart. Football 365 literally says the 5 exits part is from Spanish website Fiches, which is another very, very poor publication in Spain. It's about as credible as Team Talk. So the source chain is Football 365, Fiches, headline goes viral. And that right there is the trick. Because once a UK site repeats it, people stop asking where did it come from and they start arguing over the names like it's official. So let's slow it down and do it properly. Football 365 frame it as Alonso requests 5 sales. Then they say Fiches insists and that Alonso wants 5 players moved on. Fiches would not have a clue about anything credible in Spain. The only person you need to listen to, and I covered this the other day, is Jose Felix Diaz. He's the closest thing to Spanish players, journalists, Real Madrid. He's basically, if you're talking English journalists, he's Spain's version of Paul Joyce and David Ornstein. So if he's not even mentioned anything about Alonso saying this, straight away for me it says bullshit. If you click into the Fiches piece itself, it's written like a full story, but it gives you no direct quotes from Alonso, no proof of a meeting, no documents, no club line, nothing. It's basically written as Liverpool are in trouble. No shit, Sherlock. We already know that. Alonso is the ideal man. Yeah, he is. And again, Jose Felix Diaz has said that. And he will only come if he gets full control and clears out 5 players. The full control bit, I can believe. The 5 players, nah. And then it lists the 5 names and claims the sales would help fund signings. Yeah, it would. That's not bullshit. It would. That's the same with any club, though. I'm not just talking about this claim. I'm talking about any club. I mean, I've just noticed now on Sky Sports News that Semenyo's been replaced at Bournemouth by some Brazilian lad. They paid 24 million for him, and he's got a buyout clause for 86. It's smart business. And then that's the whole thing. So here's the reality check. When a story says a manager has requested or demanded players out, you should always look for one of these. In fact, I've put one, but all of them, to be fair. A real quote, there isn't one. Named top reporters confirm it. So you've got your Paul Joyce, David Ornstein, Jose Felix Diaz, possibly Fabrizio Romano, or an official club line. This story has none of that. And if a claim this big was true, especially names like Salah and McAllister, you would expect it to be backed by a top Liverpool reporter, or at least multiple strong sources. So I want to explain what I mean by that. So Paul Joyce, David Ornstein, Fabrizio Romano, Jose Felix Diaz, all top credible reporters. Yeah? Do you really think them four would let Football 365, Team Talk, Caught Offside, Gimme Sport, all these bullshit articles bring this sort of headline out before them? It's not happening. But in this case, Football 365 are telling you it's coming from Features. So it's not even their own article. It's come from Spain. A very poor publication in Spain. That's why this is clickbait. Because the headline is built to make you angry and share it. And also as well, when you click on Football 365, it's covered in articles. Duncan Cop Talk has been doing this for 27 years. And he says, the more adverts on an article, the more bullshit. And I believe him. Because you think about it, every time an article pops up, you might click on it by mistake. They're getting money just because you've clicked on it. It's bullshit. Think about it. How it hits you as a fan. Salah out, McAllister out, Gakpo out. It's designed for chaos. Now let's talk about the 5 players, but in the right way. Not is it happening, because we can't say that. We talk about why those names are perfect for clickbait. Kanate, big player, big reactions. Gravenberch, young, fans split. Gakpo always gets debate. McAllister, World Cup winner, big name. Salah, biggest name, guaranteed rage clicks. So the list isn't random. It's built to cause a fight in the comments. Then there's another trick. They frame it like a new manager rebuild plan with money and big signings, like it's Football Manager. Again, no proof, just a story written to feel real. And the moment you see lines like to free up wages and generate revenue with no sourcing, that's another red flag. Because it sounds smart, but it's still just words. So here's the KOA verdict. This Alonso wants 5 players out story is not Liverpool news. It's one piss poor Spanish outlet being repeated by a UK site with a strong headline. That puts it in our world as reality versus clickbait. Not a transfer update. Not inside info. Not breaking news. Now, I'll tell you how you should treat this as a Liverpool fan. If you see it online, the correct reaction is, who said it? Where's the quote? Where's the credible journalist? Because until that happens, it's just noise. And I'll say it again, I'm not telling you Alonso wouldn't change things if or when he becomes Liverpool manager. But that's not the point. The point is this specific claim. He requested these 5 exits is being pushed as fact when it's built on a shaky source chain. So if you want the clean takeaway, this is a headline designed to spread fast. The source is not Tier 1 Liverpool reporting. There are no direct quotes. So for KOA, we bin it as confirmed news. And we use it as an example of clickbait, which is what I'm doing for you right now. Right, so now it's your turn in the comments. I've got 2 options for you. What's worse clickbait? Alonso wants 5 sold, or Liverpool have decided to sack Slot and replace him with Alonso. That's it for this video. Take it easy.